Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Before I get started here, I have to do my price admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not subbed yet, so let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got that out the way, no long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. As I'm recording this here, it's the final day of closing arguments. But what I wanted to do is focus on a particular set of videos that showcase items in this trial here. And in this video here, Amber Heard, the woman, the ex-wife, being showed as the abuser to her ex-husband, her man, ex-man here, Johnny Depp here. So we want to show this information here with the lawyers and bringing in the argument. So let's get to the video and we're going to try to make this make sense.
Nothing has been thrown or hit or anything.
You saw the barrage of text messages she would send when he would leave, calling him a monster for doing so. You heard from witnesses like Travis McGivern, Tara Roberts, and Debbie Lloyd that Ms. Heard would claw at Mr. Depp, block the elevator, throw a punch when Mr. Depp tried to separate himself from the fight.
Wow.
And you heard from Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard's couple therapist, Dr. Anderson, that Ms. Heard reported that when Mr. Depp would leave to de-escalate a fight, she would strike him to keep him there because she would rather be in a fight than have him leave. You heard from Mr. Depp about how often Ms. Heard would berate him, insult him, and physically attack him, including one of the most serious occasions when Ms. Heard threw a vodka bottle at Mr. Depp, severely injuring his finger, and then put a cigarette out on his face.
His face?
You heard from Mr. Depp that this whole incident in Australia started because Ms. Heard was enraged that Mr. Depp wanted a post-nuptial agreement, and she wasn't in his will.
Got that money, that'll do it.
After getting married. When her husband was seriously injured and bleeding from a partially amputated finger, what did Ms. Heard do? She pursued him. She kept coming after him because that's what she does. She wouldn't stop.
It's not to get you mad, it's just to get out of a bad situation that's happening before it gets worse. In Australia, when we had the big fight where I lost the tip of my finger, at least 5 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms I went to.
5?
To
To avoid talking to me, to avoid
escape
working it out. That's
to escape
problem.
the fight.
You don't escape the fight, you escape the solution.
No.
You escape the solution.
No.
You escape figuring it out. We cannot work it out if you run away to the bathroom every time.
Let me pause that here for a second before the lawyer gets in. I know why Johnny was running. He'd been with this woman here and he knows her actions. She is an abusive woman. She is someone who gets in a rage and goes off the hinge. So this man is trying to avoid physical confrontation because we know as men, if there's a fight and then we lay a hand, even if we're protecting ourselves, all it takes is the wrong perspective and we're going to jail. Johnny was running to protect himself because she wanted to engage into the fighting. She wanted to engage in the arguments and he realized it's a losing battle. So I understand why he's running and she's saying that, no, you're trying to avoid it. No, he is a man and he knows it's over for him if he continued that with her. So let's let it continue here. And by the way, I don't know if you guys heard the quality of the recording here. I'm trying to get the court recording here to raise the volume up here, so bear with me here.
You heard Mr. Depp testify. He went through something like a nervous breakdown that day, and he wrote a lot of things on mirrors and other places. Again, what did Ms. Heard do as her husband was bleeding from serious injury? She wrote snarky messages right back to him. She denied it under oath to you, but
Y'all
the
see
evidence
this?
you saw speaks for itself. You heard from Mr. Depp's security, Sean Bett, who was aware of constant arguing and bickering. He witnessed Ms. Heard calling Mr. Depp names. Fat ass. Fuck you, Johnny. Mr. Bett testified that he saw and documented injuries on Mr. Depp. a swollen eyelid in March of 2015,
Swollen
cuts
eyelid?
on his nose, scratch marks on his chin in December of 2015.
Hey, that means that she is taking shots to the face on him. A swollen eye, cuts in the nose. Oh my God, she's going for headshots, y'all. She's making sure that you're gonna get these licks, Johnny. You gonna get this work. Whoa, she's a piece. She's a piece, ain't she?
And you heard from Travis McGivern.
Oh, look at his
He
pictures here, y'all.
testified that Ms. Heard called Mr. Depp names like washed up, fucking cunt,
Dang.
and worst of all, a fucking deadbeat dad.
Wow.
Ms. Heard would take
Look at
the low
Johnny.
blows and hit him where it hurts, his children. Mr. McGivern told you that on March 23rd, 2015, Ms. Heard threw things at Mr. Depp, spat at him, and ultimately punched him in the face, leaving him with a shiner. You heard testimony from Malcolm Connolly, another security member, who testified he saw Ms. Heard throw things at Mr. Depp, a cigarette lighter on a plane, a soda can from upstairs at the Eastern Columbia building. He never saw marks on Ms. Heard, but he saw marks on Mr. Depp, scratches, bruises on his left eye, scratches on his left ear. And he took pictures documenting injuries like this one.
Okay. Before we continue here, we're seeing the pictures on Johnny. I know I haven't done many videos on this case here, but there's only one credible picture that shows Amber with her bruises, and it's the one day that she showed up to court when she actually called TMZ, even though she denied it. TMZ saying that her and her camp called her during the court proceedings here. So we're showcasing how Johnny is prepared, not only with audio recordings and pictures throughout his ordeal here. So I just want to level set that here, and let's get back to the video.
You also heard from Tara Roberts, a manager at Mr. Depp's Island, who witnessed Ms. Heard telling Mr. Depp that he was washed up and would die fat and lonely.
Dang.
You also heard from Ms. Roberts that she witnessed Ms. Heard clawing and grabbing at Mr. Depp, grabbing his hair, trying to pull him back to her, and Mr. Depp had a visible injury to his nose on that occasion. Most importantly, you heard from Ms. Heard yourselves on multiple audio recordings admitting to being physically violent with Mr. Depp. You heard Ms. Heard admit to hitting Mr. Depp.
And then you fucking clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing. And I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head. I did not.
Y'all hear this?
You
didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember. I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean?
The door? No, God, no, I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I hit you. I did mean to hit you, but it was in response. I just reacted in response to my foot.
Reacted.
I just reacted.
You heard her admit it again and claim Mr. Depp was a baby for complaining about the abuse.
One thing that I want to point out here, you heard she say, I reacted. She's not even in control of her own emotions. When she gets upset and in a rage, she reacts and is 0 to 100 real quick here. So by hearing her own testimony in that audio recording, we know that when something doesn't go her way, it is the highway. Let's continue here.
And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights, been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close
You
face.
didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you started.
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up,
You
Johnny.
started physical fights.
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did. So I had to
Because-
get the fuck out of there.
Yes, You did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You're admirable.
What we have here is shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right all wrapped up in that clip there. Amber admitted of putting hands on Johnny, and Johnny knows he can't do nothing about it. It's the why he's talking back to her the way he does. He knows that as soon as he gets physical with her, it is over. He knows that she can get physical with him, and you're hearing the back and forth engagement, and then how she was belittling him. Oh, I didn't hit you like this. Oh, you want me to hit you this way? Is that what you're looking for? You see, women have full carte blanche on what they want to do here. And he's explaining, it doesn't matter. You slap me, hit me, you put hands on me. And so that's what we're seeing here, that so many men are actually going through this here. But the problem, though, is that since we are men, we are shamed to even thinking this is actually a bad thing. Because as a woman, what is she saying? Oh, I hit you. I didn't hit you that hard. The problem, though, is that I can't hit you back. It is an unfair fight. So let's continue on with this proceedings here.
Take a minute to really think about what you just heard there.
Yeah.
Quote, I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched. Imagine that was Mr. Depp saying that to Miss Heard on
or
that
any
recording.
man, to any woman. Imagine
Let's
that,
play
y'all.
one more.
She's laughing?
That fake laugh. That fake laugh is too much to take.
No, I'm sure she's.
That fake laugh is so disgusting.
I'm sure she's great. I'm sure she's great.
I'm thinking that you've been giving me some of the best performances in the hour.
No, you're right. I don't. It's all about performance.
It's about performance. How am I? I don't regret. I don't regret.
What else? What else that you do? Oh, come on. Fever. Come on. Lay it on me. What else? What else other things do you want to add?
Can't talk
You
to me,
fucking
sound
lying piece of
positive,
shit. What? Oh,
Try
no,
to
I
fix
want to
that.
know. I want
Get out your Uber's out.
I'm kind of waiting. Go get it.
Yeah, I'll be in.
Wait, is there no other place for you to run in your 1,500 houses to go run? Come on, go be a real married man. Go deal with your shit the way that a man does. Go run to the next house. Every man does.
Yeah.
Go. Run away.
And that's the rest of this particular part of the video here. Well, let's end this off here. I just wanted to bring that up because we actually heard the actual audio clippings. This is not a situation of he say, she say, and then we come to court and the judge and the jury has to kind of get the truth here. Johnny did something here in this trial that all men should do, whether you're in a good relationship or a bad relationship. We need evidence if anything occurs in the situation that we can be deemed guilty. We automatically assume that Johnny was putting hands on Amber or he was the crazy one. We've seen Johnny in the public Hollywood sphere for over 30 to 40 years, 40 plus years, I could say, as an actor, right? So we've seen Johnny in his element and people automatically assume that Johnny was the bad one here until all this stuff started coming out that he had to provide to his lawyers. Audio, people that's coming to his defense, things of that nature. I'm saying that though because without proof, where would the situation go? Johnny would not be able to go to trial here. Like I said, he say and she say here. So there's more to this trial. We're gonna see, what the closing arguments will be as we move forward here. But I want to bring us to the tribe to showcase to protect yourself. Protect your wallets and protect your seeds. But more importantly, be mindful of the people you associate with here. If you spot any red flags in any woman, man or woman here, don't even go down the aisle. You may love this person. Go through couples therapy and find out if this person is truly for you or you need to work on some more things here. Because this woman here, Amber, she has been exposed to the world as a liar and someone who's an abusive, horrible person. You heard it herself, how she talked down on Johnny. And the situation with this here is that we have many more men who are not as high profile as Johnny, may not have a good enough job. They feel that they're less than, or whatever the case may be. And their woman puts them down to make them feel less than the man, that why would I complain because my woman is on my case here? So this is something that is not the exception here. We see this happen all the time, but men are afraid to put themselves out there because of the backlash that we would get here. So I just want everybody to see this video here. I want everybody to comment, like, subscribe, and click on this bell notification below, because this is a weird one here. We're seeing a woman who almost got away with abuse. But this is why we have these conversations and these dialogues, so we can help each other build up to spot red flags in the women like Amber Heard here. But I want to know what the tribe thinks about this video here, about the audio recordings and everything that's actually occurring. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.